This motherfucker still went like a second and a half sooner.
You're an idiot.
Are you gonna change the scene so you can see us?
Hand you your beer.
Holy shit.
You remember when I said we're not smoking dabs before the podcast anymore? You're not. See what happens?
I was a responsible adult.
You're talking about being a responsible adult, yet you still have your notifications on.
I just turned them off.
Shut your bitch
Hey,
ass
you know what?
Get
You
the
win
straight.
some, you lose.
Get to podcast. Let's go. Chop chop.
Get to podcast.
How was your week?
I was pretty weird.
Yeah.
So it's been a weird week. Did the whole. I had to stop. I couldn't do documentaries for a month.
Why?
I couldn't do it. Dude, it's depressing as shit.
I know.
The one that really messed me up, man, is Dear Zachary. Like, it's a whole... Just trying to make a bunch of noise, or what are we doing here? It's,
I'm gonna get up and throw a whole ass water bottle at your head. You keep fucking around.
No, that one really messed me up, though. It's a documentary about this woman who starts going out with this guy, and this guy breaks up with her, and she's clinically insane. Kills this dude. Well, ends up having this dude's kid. And this dude's best friend goes around the country, tracks down all his friends, and makes a documentary to, like, show the kid when he's older, like, hey, this is your dad. And, like, just that alone fucked with me, because it's like, damn, dude, like, that's some shit I would do, like, if Nick had a kid. Like, and it really messed with me. And then it gets more into, like, the grandparents are trying to get the kid from the mom. And, like, they're in court battles. And it shows, like, how fucked up the court system is and all this stuff. And they let her out. And the woman said, like, this woman is not a danger to society because she killed the one person that she wanted to kill. What kind of fucked up logic is that? Like, are you done?
Anytime.
But, yeah, so they let her out. And, spoiler alert, she kills the fucking baby.
How about that?
Dude, 13-month-old kid. I swear to God, I cried for like 45 minutes. Like, I was
Terrible time to do that.
I was not okay. And then, yeah, did Icarus, which is about the Russian doping stuff.
Okay.
And that one made me cry too, because like this dude was forced into this and now has to be in hiding. Can't see any of his family. Like, this dude didn't have a choice, and his whole life is just uprooted, you know?
See, I didn't stick so strictly to you, like, every single thing I watched had to be a documentary, but I did throw in more documentaries than I normally would have. But the one thing that actually got me thinking wasn't even a documentary. It was the movie Catch Me If You Can. Now, I've seen this movie a whole bunch of times. And...
Oh, shit, that's right.
What really got me is at the end where they had him, finally caught him, and then had him work for the FBI. And they told him, basically, you serve out your 20 or 40 years or whatever the fuck it is, or you work for the FBI until we say that you can't, or that you can go, basically. And then I started thinking about it, and how many people for the Secret Service or the FBI do you think work there that don't actually want to work there? Like, not just I hate my job. Like, you can't go because it's part of your sentence. You know, like,
I'm sure a lot. Why
does
wouldn't
he work there for the next 20 years? You know, type thing until, or you know, like, how does that work? It's whenever they say you can go. You know, like, how many people do you think work for the government that?
But, like, why wouldn't you recruit that way, though? If you have someone, like, I don't know, like, they do that with hackers. Like, if you can hack into a system so easily, like, why wouldn't they offer you a job? You're a better asset than you're way too smart to be locked inside. Like, yeah, it is kind of weird because you broke the law.
Not even so much that aspect, but like to go from how much money he was making and the lifestyle he had to working for the FBI for, we'll say, even $100,000 a year. Best case scenario. You know, I mean, he like did over $4 or $8 million worth of check fraud. Like,
Could you even be
he
mad
could
at
work.
that
He
point?
could work for the FBI for 20 years and not make that much money. You know, and so it's like, at what point it's like, it's part of the thrill of not getting caught and running, and
Well,
you know, like yes, it makes total sense to recruit someone like that.
I mean, that's a big part of it, though, too. A lot of people go back to that kind of lifestyle because it's all about the chase. That's what a lot of men like. They're womanizers. They like. It's not even about getting with the woman. It's, you know, the thrill,
chase.
the thrill of the chase. Yeah. So I don't know. It is weird though. Like, they talked about that in that movie though. Like,
I got a buddy, not gonna name any names, but he does the same shit. I mean, he'll go out and like do the whole chase and never ever will go through with it. It's just one of them, the thrill, you know, the thrill of the chase, knowing you still got it type thing. And it's like, well, I mean, whatever. It's still a little wrong, but like, you ain't doing it, I guess. Whatever.
yeah, I don't know.
Not my chair.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It got
It's-
me thinking about like all the people that stuck in positions like, I don't know. Either you spend the next 20 years in prison or you work for the FBI.
Well,
like,
and that's
it's like,
that's the whole
I'd work
thing.
for the FBI as well.
That's
but
that's basically what Icarus was. Is the dude was in a mental hospital, and Putin was like, "Look, you can either dope up all of our athletes, or we can put you in prison. Which one are you gonna choose?" Like, fuck it. I want to be out of jail, so I'm gonna do your, you know, statewide doping agency, and I'm gonna get all these people up. But with Russia, it's like, nah, and then you get caught, and they start killing everybody because they don't want to get caught, and they literally like.
you're disposable at any second, literally.
like,
and that's what, like, I don't know, versus you just stay in prison. Like, fuck it. At least you know, like, hey, I might get stabbed today. I'm in prison. Like, versus, you know, I'm out on the street doing what I'm told, and hey, all of a sudden someone comes into my house while I'm sleeping and kills me. You know, no, it was a suicide. Like,
Yeah,
that don't sit right with me.
I don't know. And then that whole fucking suicide thing, the dissident. I don't know if you know anything about this. So basically, it was this Saudi Arabian reporter, and he was kind of in with the royal family to begin with. So he knew them, and he did stories on them and everything. And then he started talking about like democracies and shit like in the country and how it needs to be changed. And they didn't like that shit. So like when they don't like that type of shit, you're cut off and you're blacklisted, and then you're labeled a traitor to the state. So like he moved, I want to say it was like Turkey or Istanbul is in Turkey.
Istanbul. Yep.
So he met his fiance, and they were going to go get married and whatever. So he went to the embassy or whatever the fuck they call it, and they were like, "Oh, you know, come back tomorrow," because he wanted to get married and he wanted to like do everything the right way.
Okay.
Because dude's a good guy. So he goes back the next day or the next week, and he tells his wife, he was like, "Wait outside for me. Like, and if I don't come back, there's something wrong." So he goes in there, and he legit never comes back out. And then like it's all in the press and shit, and like eventually it comes out they do an investigation into this, and they killed him. They have transcripts of the murders, like recordings of it, like plain as day. They murdered this man in a fucking embassy, in this like a Saudi Arabian embassy in Turkey. Killed the man, like just, and then cut him up with bone saws, and then like throw him in fucking garbage cans. And like they did that on it was all in the
Like,
media
it's
and
like
shit.
there's evidence.
Yeah, and there's been no repercussions to Saudi Arabia. Like they just killed the man. Nothing. And it's proven. And the only person in the world, Trump was like, you know, we don't know if it was them. We can't really prove it. Bro, get the fuck out of here, you lying cocksucker. He was like, I don't want to risk the, you know, the thought of war and democracy getting in their affairs, which I understand. But this is my whole point with the whole like. I'm sorry. Let us know when you're ready. Anyway. But you can't this man got up and what?
Drink that water bottle.
You can't you can't let people get away with that though. Like that's
I
the
don't
whole
think so.
thing with like there's genocides going on around the world. Like we should be doing something about that. Like it's not okay. I don't know. It's weird. And then you got the whole fucking, Joe Biden was in his inauguration and supposedly I haven't looked into it much, but there's like the National Guard that's sleeping in a parking lot.
They've been doing that since the Capitol got
Like,
stormed.
What the fuck is
And
going on?
it was like the
here?
first time since the 18, like the late 1890s or some shit like that. It was the last time that the National Guard had to actually stay the night at the Capitol.
If they're still there.
Are they? I don't know.
They're still there.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I was actually just doing some more research on it.
Yeah,
Well, he
they're-
was saying it was for the inauguration, but it goes all the way back to when they stormed the Capitol.
Yeah, no, so
I didn't know they were
literally
still there though.
They got there the night that the night that the protest happened.
Yep.
And then with the riot and everything, they moved in. And I want to say it was like at 8:00 at night to start enforcing curfew. And then they've been there since.
Okay.
And they're sleeping in a parking lot.
So they're sleeping in parking garages. They have no cots, no beds, no nothing. They have one outlet down there, 2 bathrooms, like literally 2 stalls between 5,000 men.
Ah, that's fucked.
They're
Why?
literally sleeping like they're in a fucking jungle, and they're literally surrounded by Capitol buildings and stuff.
I don't know. That's wrong to me. That should be wrong to everybody. That's not okay.
Yeah, I agree, but like you also have to take into consideration how it would be the best way to efficiently house each one of those people. You would have to have 2 people per room on opposite schedules, and just
Okay, that's fine.
So
That's
you-
better than
but-
a parking garage.
yes. But now you need, what'd you say, 5,000? So you need 2,500 rooms.
Okay.
Which is plausible, but now you got to divvy them all up and get them rides back and forth. I'm just saying it's more than
get it.
what it's just. Oh yeah, just throw them in a hotel. There is
No.
more to it.
No, I get it. Yeah, like
You
I
know.
see what you're saying. I do.
I
110%.
don't think that it is right that here they are guarding our country and they're sleeping on the street. They might as well be homeless in Chicago.
Even if
Like
even
it's
if,
cold.
even if you're gonna put them up in a parking lot, like there's ways of getting them heat and electricity.
Tents.
And exactly.
Big, circus tents even. Yes,
there's-
I agree.
there's ways of doing
110%.
it. I don't know.
100%.
But like I said, I don't know the whole.
But then that looks bad, and now you got circus tents all across the Capitol, and it's just it's not right.
You know how many homeless people are in Washington
Absolutely,
D.C.?
yes. I
That's
mean,
a
no, I
huge-
don't, but
that's
like, there's a
huge
lot.
problem. So like, what the fuck is the difference? I don't know. It's
Roughly
weird.
7,000 troops will remain in D.C. until February 6th.
Wow.
Over 5,000.
So another
of
2
those
weeks.
Yeah.
Over 5,000 of them will stay until mid-March at least.
Why though?
The troops will provide security, accommodations, medical evacuations, logistics, safety to local support, federal agencies, and federal agencies.
They're probably thinking something's gonna happen. I don't know. Maybe they know something we don't. Maybe they're planning something.
I still think that there's some stuff that's going to happen within the next couple of days here with all the protesting and rioting and shit.
Yeah.
I really think people are going to start showing up bearing arms.
We'll see.
I hope not.
Shit'll hit the fan.
I-
I kind of hope so to an extent, just because I don't know, something's got to change. Let's change something, but like I don't know, a lot of the way that a lot of things have been going down, I don't agree with. There's a lot I agree with, but there's a lot, just as much, if not more, that I don't.
No, it's a shit system. 100% it's not working. And this, like, people need to understand that it's not working and they need to do the right things to change it. This person, I talked to you about this, and, like, we both were kind of, like, in shock and awe. Because it's not logical at all. So they said, they were like, yes, Biden is in office now. Now we can focus on the fact that he's a sexual predator.
Mm-hmm.
So people knowingly voted for a sexual predator, put him in office.
Just to get one other guy out, because you hated one other person that much more.
That's not okay. Like, that is the dumbest fucking logic I have ever heard in my life. There's other options to vote for. And the thing that the Biden administration wrote off of was, it's not Trump. And that's how they won an election. The fucked up part is everybody thinks, well, third party doesn't have a chance, so this is who we have to vote for. That's what everybody thinks. Why are you thinking that way? There are millions of other people that think that. If you just accepted the fact that, like, we have a chance if we voted third party, that third party candidate can win. Like, come on, bro. Quit having that mentality. Like, that's so detrimental to everything. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
And it's one thing to criticize the guy for his thing, like his policies and stuff. That's one thing. Okay, you absolutely should criticize him for that. But if you're gonna vote for him knowing he's a sexual predator, and then after he gets in office be like, all right, now let's focus on the fact that he's a sexual predator, you're part of the problem.
That's fucked.
100% you're part of the problem. I can't even say I like dat sick because he's being a fucking rock star and giving women drugs. Like, again, it's another shitty situation. I don't know all the details. I'm not going to be the one to speak out against him, and I'm not going to be the one to speak for him. I wasn't there. Whatever. But, like, enough people came forward and they were like, I felt like I was taken advantage of. Okay, understandable. Canceled. Done. He can't headline anymore. He can't even get a show booked. But you're going to tell me that, like, 7 women come out saying that Biden is a sexual predator, and instead of canceling him, we elect him as the fucking president. What fucking sense does that make? And then,
may God have mercy on us all.
Another thing that I really, really, really don't like. I'll just use me as a prime example. My ex-girlfriend cheated on me multiple times. And it was multiple times, like repeatedly. And I would bring it up because it's not in the past. It's become a pattern. It continues to happen, right? Right.
Right.
Paul, do you agree with that? It's a pattern now. She's a cheater. It wasn't just a mistake. She made the same mistake over and over again. So we use that logic and we apply it to Biden being a racist piece of shit who has passed bills and has statements about
being
black
racist.
people being racist.
Being racist.
But everybody's like, no, he's learned from his mistakes. He's learned from his mistakes. He has 40 years of being a racist, of racist shit, passing bills that are... Dude, the crack fucking documentary that we watched, all that shit was shit that they pushed. 700% increase in minorities in prison. And it even said that more white people were doing crack. There were zero cases against white people, all against black people. So you have all of this. Is it a mistake or is that a pattern? Right?
I think it's more of a pattern.
It sounds like a fucking pattern to me, right? Yeah. So don't fucking sit here and tell me he's learned from his mistakes. No, fuck you. We're applying the same logic across the fucking board here. It's a pattern. He's a racist piece of shit. He's a sexual predator, and he's our fucking president. I didn't vote for him. Like, Kanye, he's never had sexual allegations against him.
Oh boy.
I didn't vote. I can't speak.
But
I don't think either of them should have been president, to be quite honest with you.
Not in the slightest.
And that's my standpoint.
Not in the slightest.
I usually don't go much farther than that. I don't think either of them should have been president.
And we have the power to change that, and people need to realize that. We can change that. Mm-hmm. But until people realize that and stop being fucking sheep and say, oh, we can demand better candidates. We can demand a better democracy. Come on, bro. Like, you
can get new achievements and new daily missions on Call of Duty. I want to refresh for candidates for president. We're gonna hit the X button real quick. I want to refresh.
I don't know. It's a fucking weird time, man. And I mean, even being a sexual predator, racist piece of shit, I hope the man survives. Like, I hope he does a good job.
Absolutely.
Because if he fails, our country fails. And a lot of people, they get that team mentality and they don't understand that. That's your president.
Now, especially in the time that we are in. I feel as if now is a very critical time for shit to or not to get done.
Yeah. Well, and what kills me is I know you don't really listen to podcasts. I do. Tulsi Gabbard was she was a senator. She ran for president. and the Democratic Party shit all over her because she's one of those people that you can't control. Well, she did a podcast with Joe Rogan, and Rogan was asking her questions about this stuff, and he was saying, like, it's a conspiracy that, like, all these democratically ran states are, you know, pushing super hard for lockdowns and stuff because if they fail, if the world fails, it's Trump's fault. Or, you know, if the U.S. fails, it's Trump's fault. So that's more of an incentive to vote for a Democratic person. And he was like, you know, it's really shitty to think about this because, you like, you're putting millions of people's lives in danger doing this. People are losing their jobs. Drug addiction is skyrocketing. Like abuse, suicide. And you want him to fail so bad so your team can win, that you're jeopardizing the entire economy instead of letting lockdowns go. And then it's shitty for Trump too, because then Trump would take it and he'd be like, well, I did this. I think that's so shitty. And Tulsi Gabbard said, a former senator was like, it's not that far off to think that that's what they would do. These are the people that are running our country, and they are acting like fucking children. That's terrifying, dude. It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
How is it we can work out problems in our friend group now that's grown exponentially, and we can work out problems like fucking adults, and we can compromise. Bro, we all come from different wavelengths, but yet somehow we can all come together and we
I don't
can
remember
work out
who
shit.
I was talking to about that, but like literally there's very few, like there is a lot of stuff that we have in common, but there is so much that all of us don't have in common and to get along the way that we do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's weird. It's that we have so much not in common that it brings us together just because you're a different, interesting person. Like, I don't know.
As an outside perspective, like, you would not think this friend group works as efficiently as it does.
Yeah.
Like, it's incredible.
Like,
And
you got people like Zach and like Fixter, and then you got people like Paul, and then you got people like Chance, and then you got people like other Paul, and you got, I mean, you just got, I mean,
Nate, Waz,
like,
all
different spectrums from all over the place.
And we all come together. If we don't have an agreement, we talk about it, except for Chance. And then we meet on common ground and we say we agree to disagree, except for Chance, who's a bitch. But that's aside from
And
the
usually
fact.
still come to some type of an agreement, regardless, even if we do disagree.
Yeah. The other day, you need. It's not even that their podcast was bad. You guys were clearly just so fucking high. Like, so fucking high that the wheels weren't turning properly.
No, the wheels were turning too quick is what was happening. My mouth couldn't keep up.
And you thought I was being mean, so you called me and we talked it out and it was done and over with. Like,
Absolutely.
No, dude, I wasn't being mean. Like, you sounded retarded, and that's what you.
And I
sound
just,
like.
the way you worded it.
Larry King's dead. Who cares?
That man just died today.
Name one thing he's done.
What do you mean? He does the news broadcast all the time.
Which news broadcast?
What the fuck is it called?
I've never watched anything.
I know that name. I can't put a name to a face, though.
Larry King. I
Yeah.
mean, he's done it for fucking ever.
Been Larry King Live. That's what it was.
Yeah, I know he's been sad to see him go, but I mean,
Fuck up.
it's kind of what happens when you're 87.
I mean, yeah, but supposedly he died of COVID.
Oh, fuck out of here. Everybody dies of COVID. Grab another beer.
And then the other thing I was thinking about, well, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. We're not the friend group, but like the only friend group to ever do this. But like, out of all things we're doing, we're having a cracker and dip competition. Like, who the fuck does that? Like, out of all things, we're grown ass men, mechanics, and fucking one's a diesel mechanic. Like, you work for Nike or
Nah, it's fine. It is what it is.
you work for a very good job, and here we are having a cracker and dip competition.
And it was more so like a spite thing. Like, nah, fuck you, these crackers are better. Nah, fuck you, these crackers are better. And we just came down to, all right, let's all get these crackers and taste them.
Like, at the end of the day, I'm sure they're all good. And what's good to me isn't good to you. So,
Look, here's my point. Like, I understand where Paul's coming from. What are you doing?
Where I'm coming from?
You're OP.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I don't know. It's just something goofy and different.
But if you have to, like, if the main ingredient isn't, because if it isn't good enough at all, and you have to add another ingredient to, like, another thing you could eat by itself to it, like, I don't know. I'm not wording it properly, but like, it should be good just by itself, like pizza.
It is, but like Paul said, you can eat a regular hamburger and it's great. But now you add bacon to it, now it's just that much better. Like,
Yeah, but
I don't know. You have a cracker. You can eat crackers all day by just themselves.
So that's a whole different.
But
like,
you throw a piece of lunch meat on it or a piece of cheese on it. Well, now it's just that much better. It's diversity.
It's a whole different
It's
category.
like a potato. You could do potato salad or you could do fucking mashed potatoes. Like you could do either or. It's just diversity of something you could do. You could eat a regular baked potato plain, or you could have a loaded baked potato. Like, it's just it's good to add other stuff to it. Yeah, it's great by itself, but it's also better with something added to it.
All right. I mean, I see what you're saying.
You
But
know?
in the same respect, goldfish are so good. They definitely are crackers
I think we all agreed though. Goldfish it's a category of its own.
because it's the best cracker, though.
But it's not even necessarily a cracker per se.
But it is.
But it is.
It's just the best cracker. That's like saying Tom Brady. We know he's the greatest quarterback in the world. He's in a league of his own, so we can't classify him as a quarterback. No, he's still a quarterback. He's just the best at it. That puts him in a league of his own. See what I'm saying? So goldfish are the best cracker. They're just so good that they're in a league of their own.
Or are they a chip?
No, they're 100%.
You're right, because they are in the cracker aisle.
No,
It
they
says
are 100% cracker.
it says cracker on
the box.
the box.
It literally says goldfish.
What's the definition of a cracker?
It says goldfish baked snack crackers.
What is the definition of cracker?
Cracker, a fish-shaped cheese cracker manufactured at Pepperidge
I don't want to know
Farms.
about goddamn goldfish. I know what a goldfish is, Paul.
He wants to know what the definition.
I want to
of
know what
cracker is.
the original plain definition of cracker.
A cracker is a flat, dry baked food, typically with flour, flavorings or seasonings such as salt, herbs, seeds, or cheese.
So it's not flat.
Goldfish are flat.
No, they're not. They're kind of rounded.
They're still a...
You can be flat and round.
And if you want to get technical, Ritz, theirs are rounded too.
Yeah, but they're flat.
But they're rounded.
Yeah, but so are goldfish. Goldfish are
You put
flat.
a goldfish on the table, it'll rest on one point. It's not perfectly flat. They're kind of... I don't know if it's concave or convex.
Is this the hill you want to die on?
Absolutely. I'm defending Ritz.
Okay, so that
No, I don't know. I think goldfish are a subgenre of crackers.
No.
I think so. Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're not.
you know what, bud? We'll agree to disagree.
I'm just saying, you got your
Oh, we're gonna keep
generic.
going?
Well, no, you got your Ritz, so your the white square ones, or you got your Triscuits, which are like your thicker. Are Triscuits even a cracker?
Yeah, Triscuits are a cracker.
They're a woven cracker.
Okay.
Don't talk to me about Triscuits. That's my shit.
I don't know.
Can you prominently see my lip?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
So I guess I should talk about it then. If you can see it.
You can hear it.
Can you really?
Yes. You sound like
Let's hear it.
You sound like you have a very
I'll keep a straight face.
Off-put lisp. So
Why would you have to keep a straight face?
Because it's fucking funny.
It's not really that funny. All right, so I went out to the bar last night. Nobody wanted to go with me, so I went by myself. And There was a girl there, and we started hitting it off. Well, I didn't know she had a boyfriend, and she came in. Boyfriend got really mad that I was talking to her, buying her drinks. Dude was not having it. Just cold cocked me right in the fucking face.
What this guy look like?
He was like 6'2", blonde hair. Kind of looked a lot like Paul, but like not super long hair. He didn't have glasses. He was probably 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they from here?
I've never seen him before.
What was her name?
Just beat my fucking ass. Her name was Sam.
What did she look like?
Punched me right in the face. She was hot.
We get it. He
Green
punched
eyes.
you in the face.
I mean, you're the one who keeps asking
No,
questions
I'm just
about
asking
it.
questions.
I mean, that's what I'm going to tell people. Okay. That's not what happened, though. So yesterday, get off work here, sitting down on my computer. I'm like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. Get up, start walking. Next thing I know, I'm fucking staring at the ceiling. My mom's going, should I call 911? Are you okay? What the fuck's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And my fucking head is killing me. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck just happened? Like, what are you talking about? And, yeah, fucking get up. I mean, obviously, like, I had no body function at all, and I had to go take a shit. So, I mean, you could put 2 and 2 together there. It was just, I don't know what happened. I'm gonna chalk it up to,
Beat up at the bar.
I think that's a better story, and I think I should stick with that one. It's nothing like, hey,
Blowjob in the bathroom.
I was walking, passed out, hit my head, busted my fucking lip, shit myself. I don't think that's... But, yeah, I don't know. I texted you almost immediately and was like, look, man, this is that unhealthy lifestyle that I'm talking about. And all you guys are like, oh, you're so lucky, you're so skinny. No, I'm unhealthy as fuck. So even today I woke up and did some yoga, did some stretches, massaged my back a bit. Haven't eaten today, drinking beer already. It's baby steps.
Unhealthy lifestyle.
It's baby steps.
It's the way we live, baby.
I can't live like that forever, though.
No.
Yesterday was a pretty daunting slap in the face for that. I don't just want to be like, what if people were here and I passed out and shit myself? Like,
I'd have died laughing.
how fucking embarrassed I would have been. Like, I'm not that easy to be embarrassed, but goddamn, just lose consciousness and hit the ground. I don't know. It's weird to me.
NBC lost their contract on their sports. It ends this year.
Do you care?
Not at all.
Me neither. Why are you bringing this up to us?
I just thought that was crazy.
Who's taking it? ESPN, I assume.
No. NHL will be broadcast on USA Network.
Oh, so they're kind of just...
NASCAR will basically be put wherever the fuck they want.
How about that? That's UFC is on ABC now. They're having some events on ABC. It's pretty cool.
They're also talking about shutting down their other channels such as Bravo, E, and Sci-Fi. Guess they're not doing good.
Who you got in the fight?
I don't even know who's fighting.
Poirier and McGregor.
I'll make it a sit-in later.
Yeah. You want to make a bet?
We can later.
Or we could do it right now. So it's on here so people can double check and see if we
Anyway,
bet.
what?
I don't know, I bet you $5 McGregor wins.
Fuck it, I'll take it.
Alright. I'm excited. Yeah, I was also telling people the main card starts at 9. It's not 9 our time. It's 11. So the main card starts at 11. So the main fight's going to be at like 1 in the morning.
That's gonna suck.
It's going to be a long night. It's only 2 o'clock. That's 11 hours from
nap.
now. Here's something I wanted to ask you too, because this has kind of been bothering me.
Go ahead.
And we've kind of edged on it a little bit. So you believe in shapeshifters?
To an extent.
Okay. Do you believe there's
I
like...
wouldn't say I fully 100% believe it, but I'm on the fence. I don't not believe in it.
Okay. Now, when we talk about anything religious, you think it is the biggest crock of shit ever. Why?
I see where you're going.
Why? I'm not like trying to be an asshole. Like I'm like genuinely
I
curious.
see
like,
the point you're trying to make here, and it's a valid point. It really is.
But I like, because I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, how the fuck can you believe in a shapeshifter? Or not even that you believe, you're on the fence, and I can understand
Because you can't not believe in shapeshifters and believe in aliens.
that's my whole point.
And so it's one of them things that I'm on the fence about it. I don't know.
I think you should bring up what you're talking about brain capacity too.
Well, yeah, that's where I was going to end up going is what's... I don't know the 100% facts because I tried to look it up again, and I wanted to say it was only like 3 or 4% of the brain is what the average person uses. But then I saw something about the 10% and how it was a myth, and so I don't know how much of the human brain actually gets used. I know it's a low percentage.
They were just doing a study on this, and they found out that whole 10% thing is kind of it's kind of bullshit. Like, it's not. You use different parts of your brains for different things, so they can't really put a number on what you're mentally capable of using.
I just know that we don't use...
No, we don't use it to the full capability.
Brain. But if you think about it, and like think of all the stuff that you can remember in your life, all the song lyrics, all the people who won fights, all the stats on people's fighters, people's baseball teams, and what years. I mean, just think of all the stuff that you can remember.
Yeah, but where is that stored in your mind?
Think about how big... I mean, you figure your brain's this big. Now, your memory of your brain's not this big. There's only a portion probably this big. So imagine how much shit you could stuff in this fucking big of a... Like, dude, I don't know, man. Shit like that's wild in itself. So, like, the whole... If you could use 100% of your brain, what's to say that you couldn't make yourself shapeshift? Or that's not what aliens are. Like... Well, once you learn how to 100%, I mean, what's to say you couldn't make something levitate with your brain? Like, I don't know. Like, you really don't know because is there anyone that can use 100% of their brain? I don't think there is.
That's where I always lead to the.
So, what if aliens are humans that learn how to use 100% of their brain? Here again, it's just what are you hypothesis or a theory or whatever you want to call it. It's just something, I don't know, one of those ideas I had. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe we did. Maybe we learned how to fucking float or levitate or build some fucking shit and not say shit to someone. And I don't know. Who knows?
So you're willing to accept the fact that religious shit might be true?
I mean, once you put it that way, yeah.
Okay. That's all I wanted to ask you. I wasn't trying to be a dick and be like, well,
no, I got it right off the bat. As soon as I knew the direction you were going, and it's like, damn, man. Like, I got nothing.
Yeah.
Because no matter what I say, it's going to contradict myself, so I'm not even going to try.
That's what I've been trying to do, that whole, like, we're going to use the same logic you apply to, like, shit that makes sense, and we're going to apply it across the board. And I thought of that, and I was like, this motherfucker believes in a motherfucker shapeshifting. But a motherfucker can't walk out of water?
You gotta put it to someone that way, though.
And that's why
if you wouldn't have put it to that way with me, I'd have argued with you all day.
My conversation skills since we've started doing this, I have increased tenfold. I've argued less and had more
got points across easier.
Yes. I just had to have a conversation with someone about lobbyists. I
think that's fucked.
They did not believe, I swear to God, for like 45 minutes, they did not believe me in the slightest that was a real thing. And I was like, no, companies...
You learned about that in civics.
Yeah, I was like, companies go up and pay millions of dollars to Congress people and to sway bills.
Or hire someone. Hey, me and you hire Paul. Hey, go to Congress. We'll pay you $100,000 or $200,000 to go sway Congress with $2 million to get what we want done.
And they were like, how is that legal? It's like, it's legal bribing. It's literally legal bribing.
Is it legal?
Yes, 100%.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it was just some gray area and because people's pockets are being lined and no one says shit.
Well, and that's the thing too, is
people are paying to get what they want.
The people that are making the laws are getting their pockets lined. So why would they want to change the laws? And that's what another guy said. He was like, a lot of the reason people get into politics is for these types of benefits. They want that type of shit. So like, why would they rat themselves out, basically? And that's a big problem. I want a motherfucker to come up and be like, look, term limits, no lobbyists, no more fucking, we get to decide if we make more money and pass bills that we make more money. If someone came up and was like, that's what I'm going to go do in Congress, motherfucker, you got my vote. 110%.
Yes. Now, the one thing that would kind of suck is now you got to train someone every so many years versus someone that's been there for so long knows the ropes. But I would much rather have a mistake and someone be like, hey, man, I fucked up. I'm new here.
Yeah.
Versus you fucked up and you've been here for 30 years.
Yeah.
You're an asshole now.
Yeah. You knew
hey,
what you...
I fucked up. I'm new here. All right, cool. Let's
work.
Create a solution.
Yeah. Let's reform this shit.
Yes.
Let's do better. And that's I don't know. It's weird.
I'd rather get I'd motherfuck someone. Oh, you stupid motherfucker! You should know your job. But at the end of the day, I would rather, all right, you fucked up versus hey, you fucked me. You know.
And I think these people should be held liable more for like what they're doing too. I don't know. It's a weird scenario. I don't know. And I didn't realize I've been preaching and saying like that's the whole like God complex, my narcissism. I've been saying I'm into politics. Nah, dude, I posted one meme and got ripped to shreds by lawyers and fucking actual people who are into politics. And I was just like, wow, I don't know shit about shit. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. But you know what? Even after being explained shit and being called a fucking retard, I fully believe the two-party system is not working. And I think Congress needs a reset. And that's stayed 100% the same no matter who was shitting down my throat. I don't know. It's a learning experience, you know? You got to learn as you go. And those memes kind of helped. Some of those memes we've been creating are goddamn funny, though.
Yeah. So.
I don't know. It's a weird world. I'm trying to think of any, what else happened this week?
Not really much on my end, to be honest with you. Just work.
It's been such a weird fucking week, man.
Like, it has, but, like, I really haven't done shit either. Like, nothing exciting or anything's happened to me at all. Just work.
I have stories of my job, but I don't know if I'm not, it's like a legality. Like, I don't know if I can talk about it.
I wouldn't. Just in case.
They're funny, though.
Talk about it after the podcast.
They're funny stories people need to hear, though.
Nah. Ain't worth getting in trouble.
You're right. Because ain't nobody going to start a GoFundMe if I lost my job.
No.
I'd just get called an idiot. Isn't that weird, though, how people...
You can electronically beg for money.
Well, that's not, what I'm talking about, though. But people think your ideas are stupid until they're successful. Like, there's still a lot of people that call us dumb for doing this type of shit. But, like, one day, you're calling us dumb for doing this?
No, me too. I feel that.
But, like, one day it might hit, you know? Like, it's a dumb idea unless it's successful.
Yeah.
That's fucked. Our friends don't support us.
We've known this. And the ones that get all pissed off are the ones that support us.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Like, how...
None of y'all support us.
Oh, man. No, it is. It's weird. Just starting something from scratch and creating it, it's a weird road.
Started off as literally nothing on your couch with these fucking $30 mics and headset from Xbox.
It's been so much fun, though. We're going to that we're going to that bus station too.
All right.
Sometime this summer. We're gonna plan out a date. I'm just gonna call off on a Friday too, and we're gonna head down Friday in the morning and go see this fucking bus stop. It's been talked about too much now. Like, I have to go see this in person.
I'm down. 100%.
I have to go see this bus stop.
But
So we'll need to fix that wheel bearing in my car before we go.
yeah.
I might have my own, like, a new car by then, so I might just drive us.
I have a new car.
All right, well, on that note.
Piece of shit. God damn, you really do want to cut this shit
Well,
short,
I mean,
huh?
we're over here like, oh, a new car. I don't hear about your new car.
This motherfucker left us yesterday. He don't love us.
Why?
Yeah, why? Why don't you love us no more? Damn, we getting the silent treatment now, my boy. Damn. Oh, shit. That's one thing we could talk about. Our fucking live event. Dude, I'm so excited. I'm not going to lie.
Nah, we can't talk about it.
We can. Yes, we can. We have to promote it, you fucking idiot.
Can't talk about it. You got to find out.
I mean,
You gotta
100%.
leave. You gotta leave it to suspense.
I mean, we're not gonna say what we're doing, but like we had that meeting yesterday.
Suspense.
We have to go and pick up some stuff. What time is it? 2?
We could do that right now.
We should probably go run and grab shit.
Like what?
We can't talk about
We
it.
can't talk about it. Suspense.
Suspense.
But we do have to go grab shit. But the ideas, dude, that meeting was so goddamn funny.
Yeah, it was.
It's gonna be so much fun to do that. Like, I'm so excited. And for whoever's listening, please tune in. It's gonna be so much fun.
Grand old time, if I might say so myself.
We have skits that we have planned, but nothing's prepared. So like we have a main idea with nothing prepared, and I'm just so excited to do this because it's so stupid. Like it's gonna be so goddamn funny. I'm super excited about it.
Dude, bet.
It's gonna be so much fun. So much fun.
Excited.
I really hope like we don't get like
In trouble?
Yeah.
Banned?
so.
We'll see.
We're doing a giveaway. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fucking fun. See, we had an intelligent conversation, and you didn't get stupid high.
We're good.
So, have we agreed no dabs for anyone on the podcast before podcast?
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while. All right.
We got to give it a go and see if that's what it was.
We
We went kind of stupid before, too. Though.
I don't think it was just the dabs. You guys smoked 2 joints before I even got here. You guys smoked.
Oh, that's right. You weren't here.
You guys smoked 2 joints while I was here. So that's 4. You guys smoked 2 joints on the podcast. You guys smoked.
Smoked 3 joints on the podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. You smoked 3 joints on the podcast in between all of your one hitters. And then on top of that were dabs.
Yeah.
Y'all were pretty fucking high. Not making any type of sense. But you live and learn.
Is what it is.
So what you're saying is we need to run it back with the podcast again.
Yeah, I was assuming that Chance was going to be here today because he said he was coming at like 11. It's 2 o'clock now, so. How about that?
Shit.
How about that?
Our friends don't support us and they're liars.
Goddamn liar.
Oh shit.
Chance is a fucking liar.
Goddamn liar.
He's gonna get all upset again and be like, Phil talked shit about me on a podcast. I'm a liar. I'm not a liar, you're a liar. My girlfriend's not a whore.
Jeez. I didn't say all that.
Oh well. So yeah, whatever. We can let's wrap this up. Shorty but a goodie.
Let's go shopping.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. My head still like really hurts. I'm still a little dazed. I wonder if I got a concussion.
Probably.
I love the way your beard sounds on the mic.
Does it get you hard? Yeah. How's your guys' relationship going, by the way?
Great. We
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's good.
Hung out without you yesterday.
Damn.
Yeah, he actually he met me at Austin's house, bro.
Damn. Did you? No.
We chief queefed everywhere.
He asked me. He was like, "Oh, I'm going out there Friday. We're gonna have a smoke sesh." And I was like, "Why are you inviting me to this? I don't smoke." And he was like, "No, he's like, you're still cool though." I was like, "Nah, people who go to smoke sessions and don't smoke are narcs. Like, I'm okay with not going. Y'all do your thing and just come over later. Like, I'll be fine." And then you know what this motherfucker does?
What do you do?
I'm all winding down on the couch. FaceTime call. 11:45 at night. Who does that?
It's a Friday.
Did you hear me and Chance in the party chat, by the way? Because you were in a party. We played Call of Duty last night at like 10 o'clock. And me and him, like, we saw that you were in a party, so we joined it.
I was in the shower.
Were you?
Yeah.
And we were just talking mad shit. Like, fuck you. I hope
Wait,
you're
at what
sleeping.
time?
It's like 10:15.
I was asleep then.
Were you?
Mm-hmm.
We were hoping we woke your ass up. Like, fuck this ass.
I have my TV turned real low, like on 5 when
Yeah.
I go to bed. Like I could barely hear it. It's just background noise.
I can't really fall asleep with the TV on anymore. My back hurts really bad. Probably has something to do with me falling. Shut the fuck up.
All right. On that note, go on, get.
Peace. Oh, man.
I really don't want to go shopping.
I don't either, but like